It's a really nice snowy day today. I wonder what's happening in Holvania right now.
Yo, Shanna, have you seen it?
Seen what, Dagatha?
Have you seen this yet?
Ah yes, the 60th Warframe temple. He looks really interesting. I'm really excited for him to release. He looks way more interesting than that loser Site 09 did when he came out.
A loser, eh? Alright then, let me show you what a loser can do.
Tango down.
Temple, this absolute pyrometric, heat-blasting Rockstar madman. This frame is so goddamn fun to play. And I want to just talk about him for this entire video and how he is so fun and one of the most enjoyable frames to play in this game. So let's just go over his abilities quick. Passive ability is probably his most important ability for his whole kit. His whole kit evolves around his passive. Play abilities in sync with the backbeat metronome to integrate ability effects while increasing ability efficiency. This ability saves so much goddamn NG with this frame, and it is such a cool passive because this ability allows you to just constantly spam and constantly use your abilities as much as you want. I don't know if this works on Helmuth's abilities. I don't think he needs any Helmuth abilities, but I don't think this works. But let's just go over his main four abilities. His first one, Pyrotechnics. Blast enemies with a pillar of heat, and if you time the backburner metronome, it increases the duration and deals more heat damage, which is great. This ability is so good because you can use it for priming enemies, you can use it for just raw damage, and you can use it for nuking rooms. This ability is just so fun to use, and it's also his Helmuth ability, so even if you don't like Temple, you can take this ability off him and use it on frame to have heat like Nezha or Ember. And then you can throw on Archon Vitality to make use of that mod, which is great because this ability is so fun. His second ability, Overdrive. Drive loudspeakers into an epic distortion to create damaging waves of heat damage while also increasing versatility to critical chance. And then if you turn on the backbeat mode, you get double critical chance and the duration increases. This ability is good, and I didn't realize before how good this ability is until I've used it, and then I keep basically playing because I always forget about this ability with his kit, but it's really good. But if you were gonna do like a Helmuth for him, I would probably take off his third or second ability. Anyway, let's move to his third one, Ripper Whale. This is probably my personal favourite ability of his because this is his survival tool. This is his panic button ability. Rip a guitar to make Temple briefly invincible while healing them and allies' weapons in infinity range are limited with extra heat damage each time the ability is used on the backbeat successfully hits enemies. Invincibility lasts longer if you use the backbeat. This is one of the best survival tools in the game for me personally, because usually when I play Warframe like Temple, I always have to spam abilities, and I love frames like him that just can blast abilities and destroy things. These surviving abilities, these survival tools are really detriment to those frames' kits, and I'm so glad this is a like basic thing in his kit. I'm so glad he has just an innate survivability tool, but this is also a good Helmuth option if you are okay with survivability. You can build around like shield gating or something. But I personally love this ability. I think it's so fun and so good to use that we finally have a frame has good survivability and it's in their kit, and it also buffs the team, which I love because I love buffing the team. And then we have one of my favourite abilities in the game, Exalted Solo. Once charged, has built up on the backbeat metronome, set Lizzie aflame and torch enemies with heat while aiming down blast thunderous elements, sound waves using ability controls to change the different types of elements of damage. And if you backbeat it, you use no energy cost. This Exalted weapon is probably my favourite Exalted weapon to use in the game. It is so goddamn fun. And this is what certain frames are missing nowadays, in my opinion. I miss using fun Exalted weapons. I think the only other Exalted weapon we've had of lately is either Site 09 Sniper Rifle or Dante's Grimoire. And the problem with those two specifically, they just feel very like barren and basic to use. Don't get me wrong, this is very basic to use, but it just feels so fun. And I love sniper rifles in game, and I thought I was going to love Sight 09, but I really don't like the stationary playstyle of his frame. On Temple, on the other hand, I can just rock and burn everything down, and I love it. I love this frame, and ever since Techrock Coda came out, he has been probably one of my favourite parts of the play, because he is so fun. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a meta player. I don't like max mine or some shit, whatever it's called, but I play for fun. I can clear steel path with him, and I haven't even built him to like the high tier level. I haven't even built his old weapon properly. I haven't put any formers on it. Let me show you my build for Temple. So this is my build for Temple. This is just what I run in Temple. I have 6 formers in the guy. I run Arcane Energize, I run Arcane Igus, and then I just run a basic duration strength build. That's all I run. And it just feels so fun to build frames like this again. I don't have to invest into other high tier mods. I don't have to do other shit. But this is just so fun because it's just basic. It's basic building. And you don't have to listen to these meta slaves unless you want to go play unless you want to mid-max and go to high tier missions, then fair enough. But you don't have to listen to these meta slave players that just want to maximize their damage and to just clear the level cap. You don't have to do that in this game. If you just want to have fun and just spam cool abilities and play cool ass characters, Temple is one of them frames. He is so goddamn fun. And then when it comes to his guitar, Lizzie, this is all I run on Temple's guitar. It has 0 form runner. This is all I run. And don't get me wrong, yes I am going to build this up, but this is all I've been running for now, and I've been clearing steel path with this. I've had no troubles with it since, which is great. I love shit like this. And yes, I am using Arcane shards. I'm using a 5 set of Arcane shards. All the red shards are red, and I'm having 1 for casting speed when I make a helmet build, so I don't have to worry about other stuff. But you can always swap this yellow shard out. It's just my personal playstyle that I always put a yellow shard when I've got helmet ability on, because some helmet abilities are really slow. So casting speed, just 1 makes all of his abilities come out quicker, and for 2 it just makes helmet abilities piece of piss when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, I think Temple is phenomenal, like seriously phenomenal. And I think his lore is also really intriguing, because to get Temple, you get him from Temple. So you also get him from his proto-frame self, Flare. And his guitar speaks, and the lore behind these 2 characters are so cool. You've got Flare that just wants to basically stop having nightmares and basically rock and roll be a guitarist and stuff, and his past is quite tragic. But you've got this infested guitar that speaks to him and rots and gives him nightmares inside of his mind, which is basically a Helmeth in a form of a guitar, which is such a cool thing to see, and I love shit like that. I love the lore of Warframe, and I'm hoping they expand upon this with different story entrances and stuff. But yeah, this shit's great. Temple, in my opinion, is what Warframes have been missing for the past few years, and that's being fun. And that's just having a simple playstyle and being fun. Because with frames like Octavia and Dante, they are very support heavy. Octavia is one of the most blandest, boringest characters in the game. You can hate the Octavia mains, but that is the truth. Octavia is such a boring frame to play. She's such a boring frame to play. Is she the best frame in the game? Arguably. But Dante also falls under that boat, don't get me wrong. Yes, you can build Dante in many ways. You can have him for survivability, you can have him for strength, you can have him for ability strength. You can just have him to nuke everything. But the problem with Dante is that he is so goddamn useful at everything he does. It just feels like he's overclocking everything that every other character does. As a Harrow main, if somebody that loves above damage above crit, I need to constantly get kills. But I can't get kills if this motherfucker's crane X's everywhere and killing everything. Nuking frames have been in the game forever. They've been in the game for most of the game's life cycle. But it's come to the point now where I'm hoping we get mixtures of stuff when it comes to new frames releases. For example, the last frame that we haven't had that wasn't a raw damage dealer was Jade. Jade is a full support frame. Her whole kit is support. I don't like Jade. I love support frames. I love Trinity. I love Wisp and stuff like that. But why I hate Jade is because she just feels like a pseudo support. She feels like her support comes first and her damage comes next. Yes, that is a cool thing. Don't get me wrong. And yes, people are not going to play support frame nowadays if they don't have a little bit of damage in there. But I think they should have just gone full support with Jade, and then every other frame has like a pseudo support stuff. I love that stuff personally. I just hope we get more frames like that, because Scythe 09 was just a raw damage dealer, Dante was everything, and Corvex was a raw damage dealer. Temple, on the other hand, falls into the pseudo. He has pseudo boss for his team, but he also does have really good damage. That combination is the best combination in this game. I just wish they do more of this combination, and I'm hoping in the future they can make more frames like this, because I absolutely love Temple. But anyway guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my first Warframe video in about a year. I will be making another video sometime soon talking about 1999, because I love 1999 and I want to just talk about it and how it actually changed Warframe's view, changed my view on this game. But yeah guys, I'll see you later in a bit. Peace.